Another week and another handful of civil suits filed against P. Diddy. This time with perhaps the most shocking allegation we've heard so far, that Diddy apparently sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl after the VMAs. Her lawsuit says Diddy came at her with a crazed look in his eyes before raping her alongside an unnamed celebrity. But that's not the only new civil suit Diddy's facing. There are 4 others with equally as disturbing allegations, and we're breaking down all 14 shocking new revelations. The lawsuits against P. Diddy are starting to stack up, with a handful of new civil suits filed just this week. Houston-based attorney Tony Buzbee warned us this would happen, saying over the next few weeks, he plans to file 120 lawsuits against Diddy.
120 lawsuits? God damn. Whew. Don't sound like my boy finna dodge nan one of them. Yo, what's poppin', man? Welcome back to the channel, man. We about to get into this P. Diddy update, man, on this rape lawsuit, man. I honestly can't believe it. You know, I've been hearing the speculations, been hearing the rumors. You know, obviously, Diddy is a mogul out here, you know, making moves. But, yeah, man, this rape charge isn't something light, you know. With that being said, man, shout out to you if you've been watching the channel. Be sure to leave a like, comment, turn on post notifications so you can stay updated with the latest videos. Feel free to click down in the description down below to check out my other videos. With that being said, let's get into this video.
We've already seen a slew of suits with shocking allegations, all echoing the disturbing pattern even the feds accuse him of. Forcing his victims to take laced drugs or spiking their alcoholic drinks, sexually assaulting these victims or forcing them to sexually assault others, and later recording all of these assaults as blackmail against victims to keep them quiet. This all came to a head last month when Diddy was arrested in New York and federally charged with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
No, that's just something right there. Boy, these are some serious charges, man. This is literally life in prison. Consecutive. Like 5 life consecutive sentences. Bro, this is crazy.
Federal indictment focuses on what Diddy referred to as freak-offs, described as elaborate sex performances during which Diddy would masturbate and record. Whoa. This is also where those 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube come in, as Diddy's associates were apparently required to provide items such as these for a successful freak-off. Multiple civil suits and the indictment all state that
Diddy out here being freaky. Yo, boy done had a whole freak-off in the crib with the baby oil. Damn, Diddy.
Scheme was facilitated by his associates. They were allegedly required to schedule these freak-offs, procure sex workers, transport victims or sex workers across state lines, and sometimes even internationally. There are more allegations too, like how Diddy's chief of staff, Christina Coram, made associates wear a fanny pack at all times, stuffed with drugs just in case Diddy wanted some. That's things like cocaine, GHB, ecstasy, marijuana, or even pills. These drugs, specifically GHB, will play a major role in these new civil lawsuits. So the feds and dozens of survivors all say Diddy's alleged sex trafficking scheme wasn't a solo effort. He had some assistance from all sorts of people, from those he worked with to other celebrities.
Oh shit, that's what I've been waiting on. This is what I've been waiting on, y'all. We about to get back into the video. But I've been waiting on the name drops. Because I know there's a handful of celebrities out here that be close with Diddy that know about the shit that he be doing.
This is something we've heard rumblings about for weeks, that some A-list celebs could be seen on incriminating videos showing their participation in these so-called freak-offs. And we've been told by the very attorney filing these suits that the names will shock us. While some celebrities are mentioned in this new wave of lawsuits, the ones actually accused of committing illegal acts are referred to as Celebrity A or Professional Athlete A. During our one-on-one interview, this same attorney, Tony Buzbee, told me he plans to name drop some major celebrity names in the coming lawsuits, but first wants to make sure all the allegations are corroborated. Even without these celebrity names, the new allegations against Diddy are still startling and incredibly disturbing. Okay, I know you're multitasking when you're watching our videos, but if you're out...
Yeah.
Let's start with the case of Jane Doe, a female who now lives in Alabama. Just a note, every plaintiff in these filings is listed as a Jane or John Doe to maintain their anonymity. What makes this Jane Doe's accusation so shocking is that she was allegedly only 13 years old at the time of the assault, one of the youngest survivors so far. The first page of the lawsuit comes out swinging, reading, quote, "Defendant Combs drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl at a house party. Many others were present but did nothing to stop it. Some participated in it. Combs has been allowed for years to conduct himself in this manner without any consequences. He believes he's above the law. He is not." This next part is echoed through all 5 lawsuits. That behind the facade of being a 3-time Grammy Award winner, discovering and developing multiple famous musical artists, and ranking on Forbes' list of the highest paid entertainers in the world, there existed something sinister, a dark underbelly of crime, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, bribery, and prostitution. Combs is a menace to society, women, and children. The lawsuits state Combs' business enterprise is central to the pervasive acts of...
This obviously is just my opinion, but man, what do y'all think about this, man? Like, obviously it's been rumors, but then again, it's evidence out here. You know, the raids have showed evidence of all type of stuff. I just want to say this, man. Anybody who has money, power, and success is always a target for these type of charges. These are the main charges that somebody that has success, power, and money could stick. You feel me? You can't avoid these sex charges. You can't avoid these trafficking charges. These are things that no matter what you do, they're gonna come get you. Like, just point blank period. So he pretty much done.
Of sexual assault and abuse committed by him during the last decades. That's companies like Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Books Holdings, Bad Boy Records, and Combs Enterprises that have been headquartered in both Los Angeles and Manhattan. On the surface, these are legitimate operations, but behind the curtains, they were allegedly fronts to sexually assault, abuse, threaten, and coerce hundreds of individuals through sexual quid pro quo schemes.
Not hundreds.
According to all 5 suits, Combs and his staff engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and prostitutions. This abuse was in performances of sexual activity with both commercial sex workers and unsuspecting partygoers. Combs ensured participation from these individuals by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them with or without their knowledge, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation, violence, and illicit drugs. The lawsuits then go on to reference the Cassandra Ventura lawsuit. That's the civil suit filed last November that really opened the floodgates in terms of the allegations against Diddy. The filing also references other civil suits filed by Liza Gardner and Joy Dickerson Neal, or even more recent filings like that of Dawn Richard. And then comes mention of the federal indictment, which all 5 plaintiffs used to boost their claims. Their suits read, quote, "The indictment explains that Combs' abuse of women and minors was enabled and conspired with by the employees, resources, and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction."
Yo, I'm going to just say this. This man gonna need the top lawyers of the world. But even with the top lawyers of the world, you're still not getting out of this. You got too many people coming for us and saying stuff. Ain't no way this man finna get bail. He was already denied bail, obviously. Ain't no way this man getting out of jail. This man gonna need Michael Scofield to get out of prison.
Justice. All the lawsuits also include mention of defendants 1 through 10, who are listed only as does. These defendants are currently unknown celebrities and or persons of interest who enabled and or conspired with the commission of the conduct explained of herein. As the parties engage in discovery, plaintiff retains the right to amend the complaint to add these individuals by name. So basically, celebrities could soon be revealed in these very lawsuits. In the meantime, the allegations from Jane Doe are startling enough. Her case dates back to 2000, when she was just 13 years old. On or around September 13th, 2000, Jane Doe was dropped off at Radio City Music Hall in New York City. It was the night of the Video Music Awards, or the VMAs. Outside, Jane Doe remembers large crowds and some artists or entertainers who started to arrive. The award show soon started, and Jane Doe still didn't have a ticket, so she stuck around outside, eventually approaching some limo drivers nearby. One such driver happened to work for Diddy. He told her that Combs liked younger girls and said she fit what Diddy, not allowing her into the awards, but inviting her to an after party.
What?
The driver instructed plaintiff, that's Jane Doe, to return around 9:30 or 10 p.m., promising to take her to the party. Later that evening, plaintiff excitedly returned to the driver, who drove her alone in a black limousine with black interior. Jane Doe spent about 20 minutes inside the limo until she arrived at a large white house behind a gated fence. Jane Doe entered to find multiple celebrities that she recognized, waitstaff carrying large drinks, loud music, and a lot of drug use, including marijuana and cocaine. Once inside, two men asked plaintiff to sign a non-disclosure agreement, informing her that she could not discuss what happened at the party. She gave them her name and signed the form, but did not receive a copy. Eventually, Jane Doe accepted a drink that was reddish-yellow mixture, tasting of orange juice, cranberry juice, and something bitter. Jane Doe believes Diddy or his associates slipped something into her drink. And the lawsuit even includes a photo of the container used to put GHB into drinks.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. It sounds so good that it can be true, but it sounds so good that it can't be true. Like, god damn, bro. Hold on. So you brought a 13-year-old to an adult party, which you had all types of drugs, GHB and alcohol drinks. Yeah, this is crazy. This is like some real deal movie shit. Understand this, man. Diddy was really living a movie out here. Like, this man was literally like using rappers to further his career, like doing all type of wicked shit. This is crazy.
After drinking just one drink, plaintiff began to feel woozy and lightheaded, making her need to lie down. Looking for a place to rest, plaintiff entered what she believed to be an empty bedroom so she could lie down for a moment. She did not lock the door. Soon after, Combs, along with a male and female celebrity, entered the room. Combs aggressively approached plaintiff with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her, and said, "You are ready to party." As Jane Doe recalls, Diddy threw her toward a male celebrity, listed only as Celebrity A, who took off her clothes. After that, she says Celebrity A raped her, while Diddy and a female celebrity, referred to as Celebrity B, watched along. After all this, Celebrity A held Jane Doe down. As Diddy raped her, Celebrity B was still watching all this. Later, Diddy tried to force Jane Doe to perform oral sex on him, but she resisted and hit him in the neck. At that point, he stopped. Jane Doe then ran from the room naked, searching for an exit to the home. She eventually put her clothes back on and ran to a nearby gas station. The clerk there noticed Jane Doe seemed to be distressed
Wait. We gotta go through this real quick. So, 3 people in the room with this girl. Celebrity A does what he does. Then Diddy does what he does while Celebrity B is watching. Then Diddy try to get her to perform oral. And then next thing you know, she hits Diddy in the neck, grab her clothes, dash out the hall, down the stairs, out the door. Mind you, there's waiters, there's all type of people. So it's some shit going on, right? She gets out the front door or the back door, whatever door. She gets out the house. She gets down the driveway, out the community gate, to a gas station, and was able to call the police or call. Yeah, okay, this story sounds made up, but okay, we're gonna get back to it. I'm not saying that she not, real. I'm not saying it's not a real person. This may have happened, but it just, the way it sounds is kind of like, how did she was able to do all this and still survive? Like, I'm confused, but okay.
Jane Doe then called her dad, saying she had lied about where she was going and asked to be picked up. Since then, Jane Doe says she's fallen into a deep depression that continues to affect every facet of her life. The same can be said for another Jane Doe, who says she was assaulted by Diddy in Las Vegas in 2014. This Jane Doe lives in Alabama now, but says she met up with Diddy at a party on Memorial Day weekend in 2014. Describing the setting, Jane Doe says Diddy's infamous Las Vegas parties were legendary events, known for their exclusivity, extravagance, and celebrity guest list. These high-profile parties attracted A-list celebrities from across the entertainment, fashion, and business worlds. The events were lavishly decorated, featured live music performances, and boasted top-tier food and beverages. The atmosphere at these parties was one of opulence and luxury, often making headlines for their celebrity guest lists, over-the-top entertainment, and the stunning aesthetics of the event. Many unsuspecting individuals were recruited to attend these parties. Some individuals were recruited in various cities and were paid to fly in and to attend these functions. Jane Doe attended one such party when she and two of her friends visited Las Vegas in 2014. The group was staying at Hotel Rio. While there, Jane Doe reached out to other people she'd met in the entertainment industry to see if there were any cool events taking place. She reached out to someone.
So she was looking for the Diddy party. They all was looking for the Diddy party. Everybody was looking for the goddamn Diddy party. Everybody that was there should take accountability. Everybody, all the celebrities, yeah, bring all their ass to court. It's about time we pop this bubble. God damn it, we've been watching this industry do the most weirdest, freaky shit for the last 30 years. Been all type of weird shit going on in the music industry. This don't make no damn sense. Y'all want to go ahead and throw the hammer at Diddy, throw the hammer at everybody's ass, get everybody in court. Yeah, everybody was at the damn party. We seen it. All the celebrities. We can name them all. Shit. Goddamn, got videos of y'all ass.
One only identified as International Smooth, someone she'd met at a party in Miami just a few years prior. Based on his Instagram stories, Jane Doe knew he was in Las Vegas and soon discovered he worked as a party promoter.
Oh, yeah?
After that, he invited her to an exclusive party at a popular poolside lounge called Club Rehab. The only catch was that Jane Doe had to go to the party alone, meaning her two friends couldn't join. After what the lawsuit calls some awkwardness, Jane Doe relented and headed to the party solo. While at the party, Jane Doe met many celebrities, including Mary J. Blige, Lil' Kim, and Nicki Minaj. She saw more that she did not meet. Plaintiff Jane Doe took pictures or videos with many of these celebrities and posted them to her private Instagram page. She also met Diddy, who said he hoped she was having fun at the party. Eventually, the party at Club Rehab died down, and Plaintiff was invited by Smooth to attend an after-party at Combs' suite at the Planet Hollywood Hotel. While there, Plaintiff spoke to Combs again, and he directed her to a bar area with tens of dozens of open bottles of his Ciroc-branded vodka. Combs directed Plaintiff to help herself. Plaintiff also took videos of Combs at the party and posted them to her Instagram. Jane Doe's lawsuit actually includes screenshots from these videos. You can clearly see Diddy front.
Yeah. So let's just say, obviously this is all true because the photos are right here. But the fact that these females seeked out this party, knowing that they probably heard about this party, it kind of put them in the position where it's like you did it to yourself. I'm not saying that like what Diddy did to these people was right. What I'm saying is that obviously these people were seeking out Diddy party. People were asking, hey, how can I get into the Diddy party? Without saying, hey, how can I get into the Diddy party? So it kind of just puts it in a place where it's like, okay, you was looking for this type of stuff.
Center. After all this, Diddy encouraged Jane Doe to take a few sips of what she thought was vodka from an open Ciroc bottle. She only had one or two drinks, but about 40 minutes later, Jane Doe started to feel nauseated and dizzy. She even began to lose control of her motor functions. So Jane Doe found Smooth and told him she wasn't feeling well, so she planned to leave. Instead, he pointed her in the direction of an empty bedroom and told her to lie down. He said Jane Doe would be left alone and the door would be locked. The next thing Jane Doe recalls is waking up the following morning, feeling very groggy and sore. Her entire body hurt, and it felt difficult to move. As soon as she awoke, she saw Combs in the corner of the room, shirtless and yelling loudly and with animation at someone over the phone. He was the only person in the room with her, and it was clear that someone else had been in bed with her. Out of fear and confusion, Plaintiff remained silent and still until Combs left the room and she heard the front door to the suite close. When Jane Doe got up, she realized she was naked, and she was extremely sore in her genital area. At that point, she realized she'd been raped by Diddy. Jane Doe left the room and went back to Hotel Rio, where her friends were staying. She slept for the next 2 days, only remembering vague glimpses of her friends trying to wake her up and offer her water. Afterwards, her friends told her that they did their best to take care of her during this time, but she was largely incoherent. Jane Doe says since 2014, not a day has gone by that she didn't think of this incident.
Yikes. So, Diddy going down. Let's just say that. Going down. Too much evidence, to not say he didn't do any of this. The fact that she got photos or it was a picture, that just puts him in the time and a place. And then the hotel, they got footage. So, the FBI and whoever gonna, get that footage and prove that Diddy was there during the time of this incident. So that's that. Hopefully, she comes to some type of closure with this incident that happened in her life, because this is crazy that she went to this party and this happened to her. And this is what, women have to realize when they go to these parties with these celebrities. Be careful. Don't take no damn drink. Drink water. Shit, have a drink before you come, if anything. Can't take a drink from anybody and everybody. Just know that.
Jane Doe believes she was drugged with some spiked Ciroc vodka, while John Doe says he was sexually assaulted at a party promoting Ciroc. This party apparently happened in Los Angeles in or around 2022. It was hosted by Ciroc and Diddy, who owned some stake in the company and was a celebrity spokesperson for the drink. Prior to this party, John Doe had a long-standing relationship with Diddy. John Doe is a businessman in LA whose company specializes in renting luxury cars and jewelry. In the past, John Doe had rented cars or jewelry to Diddy and members of his entourage. John Doe showed up at this party after Diddy himself personally extended an invitation. John Doe agreed based on his past relationship with Diddy. At the party, John Doe noticed some pretty high-profile celebrities in both the entertainment and music industry. His lawsuit includes some pics of this, with Diddy on the couch discussing his Ciroc business with other high-profile people. The lawsuit goes on to state that during the event, Combs instructed John Doe.
It's crazy because I feel like Diddy always had that feeling the feds watching me. I got people snaking me, all type of this, right? The fact that this man always was just around people says a lot. You don't know who you're around all the time, and I'm pretty sure he had a lot of people around him taking photos at certain events, trying to be, smooth and slick to get evidence. And it's all going to come out in court. So,
Doe to join him in Combs' private office. Plaintiff went into the office where the two were alone. Plaintiff assumed Combs wanted to have a discussion about business. However, plaintiff immediately realized Combs was intoxicated and acting strangely. Combs began awkwardly moving closer to plaintiff. As he did so, Combs removed his pants and exposed his genitals to plaintiff. Combs continued to move closer and then grabbed plaintiff's genitals through his pants, squeezing them in a rough and sexual manner. Plaintiff, shocked and disoriented, froze momentarily and did not know how to respond to the weirdly inappropriate sexual advances made by Combs. This situation apparently escalated until someone, referred to as Professional Athlete A, entered the office and interrupted this assault. John Doe left the party and went home, but took a picture of the Ciroc bottle from the party. This same year as that John Doe's alleged assault, another John Doe alleges he too was assaulted by Diddy at a Los Angeles after party.
Diddy.
This John Doe is a personal trainer who's familiar with celebrities and notable people who he coaches in health and fitness. One such client was a fashion designer who in 2022 told John Doe she'd shared his workout videos with Diddy. Diddy was apparently impressed and wanted to meet John Doe and even feature him in a video. So this fashion designer invited John Doe to attend an exclusive award show after party hosted by Diddy. On June 27, 2022, a black Lincoln Navigator arrived at John Doe's home to escort him to Diddy's house in the Hollywood Hills. When John Doe arrived, one of Combs' business associates greeted him at the entrance. This person explained plaintiff, John Doe, needed to execute a non-disclosure agreement as a condition of entry into the party. Plaintiff ultimately consented to the agreement because he wanted to meet Combs and have an opportunity to promote himself and his business.
So let's get this straight. Most people wanted to come around Diddy for the simple fact of they felt like Diddy could change their life. Okay, and Diddy changed a lot of people's lives, whether it was in a good way or a bad way. He did it. You know, I'm not sticking up for this man. I'm just saying the simple fact is a lot of people looked at Diddy as a business opportunity. As this man said, he wanted to promote himself and his business. So everybody coming around Diddy literally wanted something from Diddy. And Diddy wanted something from people. May have not been what they wanted from him, but Diddy wanted something, and it's crazy, man. This shit gonna be wild in court. Yikes.
John Doe didn't get a copy of this NDA, but instead was handed a drink that looked like tequila soda with a cranberry mixer. John Doe told he wasn't allowed into the party unless he drank it. So, wanting to get into the party, John Doe took a few sips. Inside the party, John Doe ran into a model who he helped train. At that point, he felt more comfortable seeing a familiar face. In addition to this model, numerous celebrities were at this party, something that John Doe called a glamorous yet overwhelming atmosphere. All this continued when one of Diddy's associates guided John Doe into a small room with red lights. Inside, this continued when one of Diddy's associates guided John Doe into a small room with red lights. Inside, he saw about a dozen people, including some high-profile celebrities, engaging in group sex. Once inside this smaller room, plaintiff began to feel disoriented, dizzy, and weak, far beyond what he would expect from consuming a single alcoholic beverage. It became clear to him that something was wrong. He later realized someone had drugged him. It was at this moment that Diddy approached John Doe and allegedly began performing non-consensual oral sex on him. Diddy then told John Doe to perform oral sex on another person in the room, identified as Celebrity A. John Doe says he was hazy and disoriented because of this spiked drink, so he felt coerced into obeying. He felt trapped inside his own body, unable to control it or understand what was happening around him. As a result, plaintiff was forced to perform non-consensual oral sex onto Celebrity A. After Celebrity A finished, this individual spit into plaintiff's mouth. But the assault didn't stop there.
Freaky bull. Yo, hey, I'm gonna just say this, man. This story is getting dark and menaced by the minute. You hear me? Listen, check this out. Diddy, bruh, you're done. You're done. The party's over. The party is over, Diddy. You got the mayor standing right here behind me. God damn, Diddy, who else you got, man? The mayor of New York right here, y'all. Understand, this is the mayor of New York. This man just got arrested, indicted, okay? The shit is falling, okay? Damn, Diddy. You gonna be able to do all that freak boy shit in jail. Trust me. A lot of freaky shit go down in jail. You right where you right where you need to be, bro. Cause what the hell, bro? You got people doing all type of shit. Diddy. This how you wanted to go out, bro. This your legacy, bro. Yikes.
There, the drugs continued to make John Doe more and more out of it, affecting his memory and his motor skills. While in and out of consciousness, individuals at the party forced plaintiff into sexual acts with both men and women. Plaintiff's physical disposition made it impossible for him to reject their advances or otherwise control his body. These individuals, including Combs, essentially passed plaintiff's drugged body around like a party favor for their sexual enjoyment. Eventually, the drugs in John Doe's system caused him to lose consciousness, and he doesn't remember anything during this period of time. When he woke up, John Doe was disoriented. He was outside his apartment, but was missing his shirt and his phone. He still doesn't know how he got home. John Doe says, as a direct result of the traumatic events at Diddy's party, he suffered severe emotional and psychological trauma, including the loss of his livelihood. Yet another lawsuit tells a similar story from another survivor, Jane Doe out of North Carolina. Her incident occurred around December 2022, when she was a 29-year-old independent music artist. Everything started when she was invited to a party hosted by Diddy.
Look, listen. Over the years, right, we about to wrap this video up, but over the years, right, let's just say the last 10 years, people, celebrities, let's not say all the celebrities. We're going to say upcoming artists, right? There have been multiple upcoming artists over the years that have came out on blogs or interviews, Say Cheese, Vlad TV, all that good shit, and said Diddy out here doing this weird shit. Diddy out here spiking drinks. Diddy out here raping people. Diddy out here passing people around. And obviously there was no, hardcore evidence for, none of it to stick because the feds would have been swept in and, indicted this man. But it took time. And this is what the feds need time. You feel me? Like, this man really out here doing all this stuff. And it's all about to come to the forefront, especially when trials start. And I really hope that these people, these John Does, come forth. They testify. I hope that there's other people that get called to the stand. Because I'm definitely going to be watching. This shit has definitely caught my attention. You feel me? So we definitely going to be covering this video. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I really do appreciate everybody rocking with me on this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, turn on post notification if you have been rocking with me. Yeah.
Upon arrival, plaintiff Jane Doe observed a large, white, elegant residence, which stood apart from the other homes in the area and was accessed by a long, curved driveway. The house was adorned with lavish decor, featuring a grand entryway, a spacious room, and large glass table. Once inside, servers offered platters of food and drinks, creating a luxurious and upscale atmosphere. Plaintiff quickly recognized various celebrities from the music industry and television, including Combs himself. Jane Doe says she noticed widespread drug use at this party, including cocaine, pills, and marijuana. She didn't try anything and instead had one single glass of wine. At some point during the event, plaintiff was approached by and engaged in a conversation with Combs about her music career. Combs expressed interest in her work, stating his desire to help elevate her career by featuring her on a track. During this conversation, Diddy suggested Jane Doe come into his office so they could continue to discuss her career. Once inside the office, Jane Doe started feeling disoriented, slipping in and out of consciousness. At that point, she realized she'd been drugged. Jane Doe says after all this, Diddy raped her. She wasn't able to stop him because of the drugs in her system. She says it was as if she was trapped inside her body, not participating, but not able to resist. The next thing Jane Doe remembered clearly is waking up at 6 a.m. She was confused and disoriented, but was still in Diddy's office. After checking herself, plaintiff discovered blood on her legs from her vaginal area and bruising on her hips. She also found deep imprints on her arms and wrists, suggesting she had been tied with ropes. Additionally, she felt significant pain and soreness in her vaginal region. Jane Doe says she was overwhelmed with fear and panic and frantically began searching for her phone and clothes. She didn't find them, but put on a pair of pants, a shirt, and slides, and then left the home. The plaintiffs in all 5 of these new lawsuits request a jury trial from Diddy, citing damages and emotional distress.
Oh yeah, they about to get paid for sure. Whew, Diddy, yeah, you about to be one broke ass, gay ass nigga in prison, man. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? That's just the reality, bro. Ain't no way if you gonna recover from this shit. This shit is in debt, boy. Whether they making this shit up or it's true, either way it goes, you done, boy. That's I don't know, man. This shit, what? Yo, what?
Meanwhile, he's all tied up with the criminal side of things, awaiting his federal trial set for next May. Yeah. Diddy has pleaded not guilty to the charges, and his attorney released a statement reading in part, quote, Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children and working to uplift the Black community. He is an imperfect person, but is not criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with the investigation.
Yeah, okay. Hey, man, this is the video, man. Shout out to Long Crime for providing this video. With that being said, man, I really do appreciate y'all rocking with me. I'll see y'all in the next one. How he getting all these racks? How he getting all that cash? That's the question that they ask. But I'm spazzing on their ass. In my phone, I'm going fast. Fuck your questions, I'm a boss. I used to take hella losses. Now broke niggas keep your